What's going on, guys? This is Eamon. So in this video I want to talk to you about how you can close more painting jobs while doing less selling. And the way you do that is by building trust and familiarity before the estimate. So before you even meet the person for the first time, you want to have some trust and familiarity already built. So basically, the main point of this is that you don't want the estimate to be the first time the person sees you and the person sees your face. So just imagine this, for example. Let's say that you've got an estimate booked with somebody and they saw your face maybe on a video or something when they booked, and you run into them in public, like at a coffee shop or something, a few hours before the estimate. And you have a conversation, you say, oh, hey, it's you. You have a small conversation, like, oh, so we're still on for 3 p.m. later or whatever the estimate is. And they say, oh, yeah, definitely, come by. Now, just based off that one interaction that you had with the person before the estimate, do you think that makes it more likely or less likely that you're going to close that job? It's obviously going to be more likely. Now, I can't actually engineer this with every single person that books an estimate with you. I wish I could, but this is the next best thing. Now, let me give you a few more reasons why you need to do this. Like I said, it's going to make selling easier because you're going to have this one-way familiarity built before you even meet the person, okay? And by the way, what I'm telling you to do, what I'm advising you to do for your painting business, I'm literally doing for my marketing business. And it's this one-way familiarity that gets built before you even speak to the person for the first time. It makes selling so much easier. And I'm going to get into a few more reasons, is that you're not going to be seen as just another service provider, just another contractor, just another quote for them to collect and to compare on price, okay? It's going to be different with you. And you're going to be more trusted automatically, okay? Just because they've seen your face and the first time they're seeing you isn't you asking them for thousands of dollars and hoping that, your follow-ups are going to do all the selling for you. This is going to make it so much easier. And the last reason I think you need to be doing this is, like I've got here, that this is where the market and the economy as a whole is going. Like I said, it's not just with selling painting to people, it's also with selling everything. More and more, people need to trust the person first before they do business with them. Because most people at this point have had bad experiences with other service providers, regardless of what the service is. So you need to find a way to build trust before the estimate. And just take a look at this graphic that I made. So this is the old way. You'll have the lead here. They've got no idea who you are, no idea about anything about you. To them, you're just another company in the area, okay? And you're trying to take them through your sales process, trying to walk them all the way along until you win the job. But if you do this, which is by having the person meet you before you actually meet them in person at the estimate, then they're already going to start kind of pre-sold, okay? They're starting kind of like at the midway point. They've already walked a little bit towards you. Like I said, it's kind of a one-way familiarity that's going to be already built. And then it's going to be so much easier to sell that person and to get that job. It's going to be a lot more friendly. Like, it's a lot more closer to a referral lead than to like a cold ad lead or to a website lead. That's the whole idea here. And as you can see here, like, you've literally just like halved your sales process here. Like, you made things 50% easier. And sales are going to be so much easier to close. And like I said, you're going to feel like you're selling less. There's like less convincing that you have to do just because they've already done that for themselves. It's going to make things so much easier. Now, I'm not saying you're going to close every person, whoever comes into your pipeline. That would be impossible. But like I said, it just makes things so much easier. So that's why you need to do it. Now let's talk about how you can do it. So number one is that you can start using selfie videos in your marketing. So if you're running ads on Facebook, and I've spoken about this in this video that I made called Best Facebook Ad Creatives for Painting Companies, I'll have it in the description. So you can actually just start using selfie videos in your marketing, introducing yourself, introducing your company, talking about what you do, maybe what you're doing in that exact moment. Flip the camera, show your crew working, ideally they're wearing branded clothing, something like that, where you're speaking and you're saying, click the link below, we'll come out and give you an estimate, just something like that. It really goes a long way. So that's one thing you can do. And by the way, it doesn't just have to be your Facebook ads. You can actually take these videos and just put them on your Facebook page itself. That's something I highly recommend, because this is all about building trust and trying to stand out from your competition so that, like I said, you're not just another one. You're not just another service provider. You're not just another painting company. So what you can do is actually upload these videos to your Facebook page itself, not just run them as ads. So if somebody scrolls through your Facebook page, it's not just befores and afters, which are basically indistinguishable from your competitor. Okay, you want to have these videos on your page and basically everywhere. So have pictures and videos of you and your crews on your website, on your Facebook page, on the thank you page. So when somebody fills out a form, that should take them to a thank you page that says, thank you for submitting your information. and ideally have like a video, just a short video that you can just embed onto the page that maybe you upload to your YouTube page, to your YouTube channel. Then you just put it there on that page, and anybody who submits the form sees that thank you page. And even if it's just 30 seconds, 45 seconds, explaining what your process is, explaining what the estimate is, thanking them for their interest in your company, you'll be reaching out soon. This is what our estimates are like, just something that goes a long way. And most people are not doing this, by the way. Most people are not using their face in their marketing. It might seem like that if you consume a lot of this content or are marketing your company, but it's really not that common. So these are two examples that I found. You can see here, this is Ellison's painting website. And you can see here, if you scroll down, they've got a family picture here. Especially if you've got your estimators here, you've got your entire crew there. So that people can see like the faces of the people that they could possibly be working with. It goes a long way, like I said. And this is another company that I found. All right, something like this. Okay, this really does go a long way. I know it seems simple. Maybe you can do a bit more than this. You can have like different sections for the estimators, something like that. Especially that first person who's going to be their point of contact, who's actually going to come into their house and do the estimate. So yeah, just try to do something like this. And like I said, have this everywhere. Not just your Facebook ads, but your website, your thank you page, just everything. And another thing you can do, which I kind of mentioned before with the YouTube video, is that you can upload videos to YouTube where you explain your process to customers. And instead of just, or actually on top of having it on your thank you page, you can actually send them in your follow-ups. And I made this video called Top 3 Automations, where I actually talk about the automations, the automatic follow-up messages that you can send to leads, either when they submit a form or after they've booked an estimate or after you send the proposal. So, for example, with your first automation there, when somebody submits a form, you can actually send them a YouTube video in that email. Just have a link there that, like I said, just explains your process, explains what you do, what's going to happen at the estimate, and what they can expect. And like I said, ideally have the estimator do this. Have the person who's actually going to come to the house and who they're actually going to meet. Okay, it makes a world of difference when somebody shows up and they're like, oh, hey, it's you. It's, like I said, it's that one-way familiarity. It really does make the sales process so much easier when that work is already done. So instead of you having to make two sales, which first sell your company, why you should get the job, and another is to sell the job the way you're going to do it, because obviously there's going to be details and differences between different companies. One of those is already taken care of, or at least as much as you can, before you actually meet the person. So yeah, really look into this. I highly recommend it. And I really think, like I said, this is where the entire economy and the entire market is going, where people have to build that trust before they actually buy from somebody. So try to incorporate this in your marketing. You'll be a cut above your competition if you do this. Alright, that's basically everything I've got for this video. I hope you found it useful and I hope you actually implement some of it. And if you're looking to generate more estimates for your painting business, then you can go to my website and book a consultation with me and I'll see if there's any way I can help. But other than that, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.